All right, players. Thanks, everyone. This is a recap for the weekend and then also for the Hawks Ybos game. Actually, in all four of those games, we were pitching pretty efficiently. And in the three tournament games, we threw fewer pitches than the other team did, which is a good thing where we're making them throw us more pitches than we are throwing. The issue was was hitting with runners on base, hitting with runners in scoring position. If we look at the our impact slugging percentage, which is how many bases that we are accounting for um, overall, or when someone's on base, that was below a one in most cases. And so basically, that means like you know, we we weren't hitting like we usually do, and so we uh, had a situation in the first game where, I think we kind of thought maybe we had a lot of pop flies, we had a lot of infield hits, we had a lot of balls that we didn't make real clean contact with. And so those are the ones, like I showed everyone last week, if you hit the ball in the middle of the ball, that's a good line drive. That's a good contact. If you get underneath it, it's going to be a pop fly that's pretty easy to catch. If you're going to get on top of it, it's going to be a ground ball that's easier to field. And so that was the issue with that. The second game we hit a little bit better, but we made some errors in the field. The first game we didn't make any errors in the field, which was great. Um, that might be the first. That might be the first or second time we've done that all season. And at this age, that's pretty remarkable. It's pretty hard to do, especially being that we have a younger team and we're a lot of our team is essentially playing up, if you think about it. And then in the third game, we were in a tight ball game, and then much like last night, we had the third inning just come and get us, and that's what we have to spend the rest of the three games figuring out how to get through that third inning without a lot of mistakes, and when mistakes happen, trying not to like kind of build down on those. And so we tried some different things. For me, trying to find ways to coach differently. Tried on Saturday not to really say a whole lot when mistakes were happening. Last night in our third inning didn't say a whole lot. And I asked the players afterwards if they thought that helped, and they said they thought it did. And so, that's what we'll do moving forward. Is I told them, okay, there won't be comments. There won't be like, how to do this. You know how to play this game. So, let's let you figure it out. And so that's something that we definitely can do. And we'll, as I said, eventually you get to a point where the coaches don't really say a whole lot, and we just kind of call a timeout when we need to, or when people are coming in and we're talking to them there. And we'll the rest of these three games we'll do that. We'll see if that makes a difference. If it feels like it makes a difference to the players, then it makes a difference, and that's what we need to do moving forward. And we'll get ready for next year with the understanding that that's kind of the path we're on. Is let's figure it out as a team. Let's figure it out as the players on the field. And so we'll move on from there. And so we have three more games. We have a game Wednesday, then we have a game next Monday and Wednesday. It looks like good weather for all of those, so hopefully we get all of those in. And then we have our practice on Friday. That's really pretty much it we have left for the rest of the season. And then we'll come back together a little bit after that and talk and everything. But looking forward to these last three games, looking forward to seeing how we can finish these last three games on a high note. So thanks, everybody.